Hey guys, what is up? It's Jack Scott Lee, and I'm looking at another celebrity chart. I've got loads of people asking me to do these, so I thought I'd just roll them out. Because I look at celebrity charts with my Astro besties all the time. To get some tea spilling on these bitches. Even like people that we know or don't know, it's a really good way to look at, to learn about astrology and just see what the fuck is going on in people's lives. Because you know the planets don't lie, the astrology doesn't lie. Yeah, as above, so below. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. So we have Kanye's chart here. I believe that the birth time is correct. It's given an astro theme. Yeah, he's definitely Cancer rising. I mean, like, he embodies that Cancerian energy. Are very passionate people. They have this really tough exterior. They are very forthcoming with their opinions and not afraid to express them when they care about something. And they're very protective over what they believe in and who they are. And they're super sensitive and ready to explode at any moment. That can be one of the aspects of Cancerian energy. So he's Cancer rising, he's a Gemini sun. A lot of rappers have Gemini energy and Mercury energy, mercurial energy, shall I say. So, because they rap, Mercury's also communication. He has the planet of communication, Mercury, in his 11th house over here, which is the 11th house is the house of gains, the house of your big dreams and desires, the house of big money, which is what he makes. Yeah, I mean, let's get stuck in with what he's saying about Kim and stuff. So, you can see your birth partner, so your life partner, your marriage partner, or your marriages on your birth chart. When you have 1, 2, or 3, I mean, so your Venus can show you partner who you're attracted to. He has Venus in Taurus. First of all, Venus in Taurus gives you a really good career in singing. It's in his 11th house, the money house as well, so it's going to definitely, which is what he does for a living, isn't it? His sun is in the 12th house. 12th house sun people, also really, really creative. 12th house rules celebrity as well, and rules things like cinematography and film and media. It's in Jupiter, so it blows that up. So it's very hidden talent, very talented guy. It opposes Neptune as well. Neptune is your work life. Neptune is your karma. Neptune is the planet of creativity, spirituality, the internet. It's to do with singing, dancing, all that stuff, which is what he does for a living. You know, he's a rapper, he's a pop star, isn't he? So, which is what Neptune symbolises, especially it makes the opposition to your sun, the sun being the life force of the chart. Yeah, he's been acting hella crazy lately, which I'll get to in a minute. So, Venus, the planet of love, your relationships, is in Taurus. Venus in Taurus people are very, very beautiful. So, Venus rules the people that Venus symbolises the people that we are attracted to, and so yeah, he's going out with one of the most beautiful. He's going out with someone who is seen as or classed as one of the most beautiful women in the world, Kim Kardashian. Whether you believe that or not, it's what people say about her. It's in the 11th house. 11th house is also to do with popularity, public persona, groups, mass groups, the internet. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people. Everyone knows her. So he's been linked to many a celebrity woman, and this is having Venus in the 11th house. When you have Venus in the 11th house, you like to go out with someone who's mega, on a basic level, someone who's really popular or very well known. And Venus in Taurus people are very beautiful anyway. He has a conjunction to Chiron with his Venus, Chiron being the wounded healer. I do see that this makes the person who has the Venus, so his wife, for example, to have a lot of cosmetic surgery. Chiron can rule cosmetic surgery and surgery as well. It's so close to his Venus that, yeah, I'd say that would definitely be an indicator of obviously going out with somebody who, as we know, has had a lot of work done to the face, to the body, etc. So yeah, also as well, he has Mars conjunct Venus, which is not the best aspect when it comes to love and relationships. You can make your love and relationships very fiery and very public, especially when it's in that 11th house of the public, or social gatherings, social groups. The reason why he comes across very aggy, aggressive all the time is because he has Mars in the 10th, Aries in the 10th house, and the MC, which is your public persona. The 10th house is your public persona, how you are seen by others, especially when it comes to your career. So yeah, he has Aries there, very action orientated. Says what he thinks as it is. can come across very aggressive, passionate, anger, volatile, all that shit. And it's on his 10th house, so it's very public for all to see. And he has Mars going through there right now, and Chiron. Mars being, the planet of action, planet of passion, planet of aggression. It's travelling through its own sign in the house of public persona and medium career, and it's at the height and top of his chart. So if you don't know, the green symbols on the outside, they're the planets right now, how they are in the sky right now, and the circles are his chart and how he is himself. How this is when you're born. Your birth chart is so personal to you that the planets only ever align once every 25,000 years to the exact positions in the sky they were when you were born. This is how unique your chart is to you. And so he has Chiron, the moon is healer, bringing up all this shit from his past or hidden feelings, his hidden pain to the forefront. So he's been saying things about Kim and his relationship, about his children, this and the other, and it's all coming under public fire because it's in the house, the 10th house is all to do with the public domain for all to see. Mars is bringing up shit there. Mars is bringing up shit, pain, aggression, anger, hatred, all that stuff, and it makes him sound fanatical because he has that moon in the 9th house. People with the 9th house moon, especially that Pisces, which is all to do with spirituality, it can make people sound really fanatic, which he kind of does. Anyway, he has Neptune going over his moon right now, which is why he comes across as being a bit unstable, because Neptune is Neptune puts a fog over wherever it is, so it's kind of like taking an LSD or acid trip, and Neptune kind of just like blurs the boundaries of what's normal and what's real or acceptable or reality, because Neptune has no bounds or no barriers or anything like that. His moon's in Pisces anyway, so he lacks boundaries anyway. And his moon makes a square to Neptune and to Jupiter in the 12th house as well. This could be indicative of his mental health issues, where the 12th house, and his sun is in the 12th. People with sun in the 12th generally do have anxiety and can have anxiety or issues around their health. The 12th house is a mental health house, because the 12th house is the hidden house, the house of downfall, the house of your inner mind. And so it's making a square aspect. Those red lines are squares, which are like action, and they're like tension in your birth chart. So it's causing tension to his mind, his moon, his feelings, and the 6th house is all to do with karma and his health. So this could be indicative of his mental health issues, which may or may not have. Back to his marriage, he has Mars conjunct Venus making an opposition to Uranus. Uranus in the 7th house, the 5th house of dating, is all to do with unpredictability in relationships. Uranus is like a lightning bolt going through his 5th house of relationships, so his relationships can be very volatile anyway, with that Uranus there, and very unpredictable and unorthodox. In his house of marriage, he has Aquarius. So Aquarius can mean like relationships which are a bit eccentric or not normal or not seen as the norm. I personally wouldn't put him and Kim together anyway, and they're a bit of a eccentric, unique couple. So I think that's very indicative of the 8th house. I get the impression where they would be quite separate quite a lot, not together quite a lot, because Aquarius can be like that when it comes to relationships, where there's a lot of distance between lovers. He has Capricorn in the 7th house, and at the moment, Saturn, the planet of restrictions, Pluto, the planet of destruction, and rebirth and death and transformation, and Jupiter, the planet of expansion and blowing shit up, is in his 7th house. So basically, his house of relationships is being activated now. Where with Saturn, it will make you. It can either make you have long-lasting foundations, or they can crumble and he can feel really restricted. Which I know he's been saying that he feels oppressed by the Kardashian family. The 7th house is also to do with the Capricorn in 7th house is also to do with institutions as well, and being restricted. Capricorn is into restrictions. Which is what he's saying he's feeling right now with the Kardashians, where he can't be himself, he's not allowed to express. So Pluto going through his 7th house, this can either mean that you can either grow and heal and transform spiritually together, or that there can be endings to relationships as well. He has a lot of past life karma with his relationships as well, so the relationships that he meets in this lifetime are very karmic. This is because he has Saturn and he has Capricorn there. He has the North Node in Libra anyway, so he has a lot of karmic issues when it comes to relationships in this lifetime anyway. Libra ruling relationships, and the North Node ruling karma and destiny also. Pluto going through the 11th house, going through the relationships sign as well, so relationships which are very transformative. So yeah, I mean, he has Scorpio in the 5th house, so he dates very Scorpionic women. So Scorpionic can mean like very visually sexy looking girls with like Plutonian looks, can be like girls with like black hair, very voluptuous, tattooed. That's that very Plutonian, Uranian, Scorpionic look about them, where they're very beautiful but in unusual ways, and it can be a bit like sex goddesses, I guess, almost. Which is what his partner is, I guess. So yeah, I mean, he has the money house. So he has Leo in his money house over here. How he makes money. Leo's all to do with celebrity. The sign of his the planet of his money house is the sun, which is again conjunct Jupiter in the 12th house, all to do with his music career. So he's definitely on the right path with regards to that. And also the reason why he wants to run for president, because he has that moon in the 9th house, which makes him a fanatic about things. So he thinks that he wants to be the president, which he could probably get to do that, because he has moon in Pisces, and Pisces is all about the masses, and there could be a lot of people who would think that he would make a good president possibly, which is why he has that moon in the 9th, and that could give you that aspect. So the reason why he's been acting a lot hella crazy is because he has Uranus, the planet. So Uranus throws lightning bolts of like destruction wherever it goes, and currently it's right on his Venus and right on his wife, on his relationship, which is why it's on blast. It's in Taurus as well. Taurus is about stability. Uranus is about fucking shit up and disruption. So there's no stability around his relationship in his personal life at the moment, and it's all very public because it's in his 11th house of like social media, etc. And the masses and hundreds of thousands of people know in his business. He's had the eclipses going through his first house, which is all about himself. The first house is about you, and the 7th house is about relationships. So he's having the eclipses for the last few years, going through the 1st and 7th house. So that's got a couple of years. And he actually said that he's been feeling this way for a few years now. It's not new evidence, really. So the eclipses just finished last week, 2 weeks ago, and the new moon was in this first house of Cancer as well, which was this week. And this is where it's all kicked off around his personality and how he wants to be seen, and how he wants to break free from his 7th house of family and relationships and become more first house. So it's very, very interesting, the eclipse have set it off. And the eclipse energy is so auspicious and so raw and so uncontrollable that you can't harness it. And it's very unpredictable. This will be going on for almost another 2 years now. Definitely very strong over the next 6 months for him when it comes to him branching out personally, whether that be on his own with Kim or not. I mean, he's got Venus going retrograde through the 12th house. So this is the indication of breakups. The North Node has just moved into his 12th house as well. So this could trigger mental health issues, separation. It's going over his son. So this is about him aligning with his life purpose, whether that be with the Kardashians or not. Time will tell. I mean, the transits are looking amazing for that. But yeah, he's going through it, man. I mean, he's got fucking eclipses going on in his first house of his personality. He's got Mars on his 10th house of his career. With Chiron on the moon, his healer. Uranus is fucking up his marriage and he's sitting in his 11th house. So yeah, I feel for him, man. He's really going through it. So yeah, I mean, really interesting guy as well. But yeah, that's some of the tea I was spilling on him. If you want a personal reading with me, hit me up on Instagram. It's Jack Scott Lee or the Jack Scott Lee Show. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it.